Most relationships don't end because of cheating. Not because someone stopped loving the other person, and not because they found somebody better. They end because of something far quieter. Something so small, most couples never even notice it happening. At first, it looks harmless. A delayed reply, a canceled date, a conversation that never happens. Then one day, two people wake up feeling like strangers. And the scary part? By the time they realize what happened, it's already too late. So if you've ever wondered why good relationships suddenly die, watch carefully. Because this silent mistake destroys more love than betrayal ever could. I'm Sarah, and tonight you're going to see exactly how two people can love each other deeply and still slowly lose their relationship without realizing it. There's a couple I want to tell you about. Let's call them Daniel and Maya. To everyone around them, they looked perfect. They laughed together, posted cute photos, finished each other's sentences, the kind of couple people secretly envied online. But behind closed doors, something dangerous had already started, and neither of them noticed it, not at first. It started small. One night Maya tried telling Daniel about a stressful day at work. But Daniel was scrolling through his phone. He nodded, barely listening. Maya stopped talking mid-sentence. Daniel didn't even notice. Now here's the scary thing. That moment didn't start the breakup. It started with emotional loneliness. And emotional loneliness is where most relationships quietly begin to die. Because relationships rarely collapse overnight. They erode, slowly, silently, and repeatedly. One ignored conversation at a time. One I'm too tired at a time. One distracted at a time. People think love disappears dramatically, but psychologically, love often dies from accumulated emotional neglect. And that's what happened to Daniel and Maya. But here's where it gets worse. Because once emotional disconnection begins, human beings naturally start protecting themselves. And when two people begin protecting themselves from each other, they stop being partners. They become roommates. Weeks passed, then months. The relationship still looked normal from the outside. But emotionally, an invisible wall had formed. Maya stopped bringing up her feelings because she felt unheard. Daniel stopped trying because he felt constantly criticized. And this is where many couples make the biggest mistake of all. They assume the absence of fighting means the relationship is healthy. But sometimes silence is not peace. Sometimes silence is surrender. Sometimes people stop arguing because they've stopped believing anything will change. That's the terrifying stage. Because when couples stop emotionally reaching for each other, the relationship enters survival mode. Now notice this carefully. Nobody cheated. Nobody lied. Nobody fell out of love. They simply stopped feeling emotionally safe together. And emotional safety is the real foundation of love. Not attraction. Not chemistry. Not even compatibility. Safety. The feeling that I can talk to you without feeling dismissed. I can be vulnerable without feeling stupid. I can exist without feeling alone beside you. Without that, love becomes exhausting. And honestly, modern dating is making this problem even more dangerous. Because today, people are physically together, but mentally somewhere else. At dinner, checking notifications. In bed, scrolling TikTok. During conversations, half listening while texting someone else. We've normalized divided attention so much that genuine presence now feels rare. And here's the psychological truth nobody talks about. Attention is emotional currency. Where your attention goes, your relationship feels valued. That's why someone can say, "I love you" every day, while simultaneously making their partner feel invisible. Daniel didn't understand this. He thought paying bills, being faithful, and staying around was enough. But Maya didn't need proximity. She needed connection, and eventually, she stopped expecting it. That's the moment relationships become truly dangerous. Not when someone starts hating you, but when they stop expecting emotional intimacy from you altogether. Because that's when detachment begins. One night, Maya sat beside Daniel on the couch, and she realized something terrifying. She felt lonelier beside him than when she was alone. That feeling breaks people, because humans can survive being single, but feeling emotionally abandoned inside a relationship? That slowly destroys self-worth. And millions of people are living like this right now. Smiling in photos, posting anniversary captions, sleeping beside someone who no longer sees them emotionally. Now here's what makes this even sadder. Daniel still loved Maya, deeply. But he assumed love was something you feel. Maya needed love to be something you show. Consistently, emotionally, daily. And that misunderstanding ruins countless relationships. Because love is not maintained by intensity, it's maintained by attention. Tiny moments, tiny responses, tiny emotional signals. Research actually shows relationships are built or destroyed through bids for connection. Small moments where someone reaches out emotionally. Look at this. How was your day? Can I tell you something? Are you listening? Every ignored bid creates distance. Every received bid creates closeness. Most people don't lose relationships because of one catastrophic event. They lose them through thousands of missed emotional moments. Then one day, Maya stopped trying completely. No more deep conversations, no more emotional reaching, no more complaints. And weirdly, Daniel thought things were improving. No arguments, no tension, no conflict. But what he didn't realize was that Maya had emotionally checked out. And when someone emotionally checks out, the breakup often happened internally long before it happens physically. That's why some breakups feel sudden. One person just discovers the ending later than the other. A few weeks later, Maya finally said the words, "I don't think we connect anymore." Daniel was shocked. He immediately asked, "Did you meet someone else?" And her answer destroyed him. "No, I lost you slowly." That line hit him harder than cheating ever could. Because cheating feels like betrayal. But emotional disconnection feels like grief. Grief for what the relationship used to be. So if you remember one thing from this video, remember this. Relationships rarely die from a lack of love. They die from a lack of emotional presence, from feeling unheard, unseen, unimportant, emotionally alone. The most dangerous sentence in a relationship is not, "I hate you." It doesn't matter anymore. Because indifference is what finally kills connection. And maybe someone watching this right now is realizing they've been emotionally distant. Maybe someone else feels invisible in their relationship. Either way, don't wait until love becomes silence. Pay attention, listen fully, respond intentionally, be emotionally available while you still can. Because the people we love usually leave emotionally before they ever leave physically. So now I want to ask you something. What hurts relationships more? Betrayal or emotional neglect? Comment your answer below. And if this video made you think about someone, share it with them. Because sometimes one honest conversation can save a relationship before silence destroys it. Subscribe to Relationship Lab Files, and I'll see you in the next one.